All right, Dee, stay with me here. The first thing to know is that the UFC itself is not actually a sport. The sport is MMA, mixed martial arts, and the UFC is a brand. Its job is to create and promote individual fights on a rolling basis. That is very different from traditional sports leagues, which have teams, fixed seasons, and schedules planned far in advance. Because of this, the UFC schedule is way more fluid. When we look at this timeline of early 2026, events happen roughly once a week and are usually announced only a couple of months ahead of time. There are two main types of UFC events. The first are numbered events, where championships are fought for, the biggest names appear, and the stakes are the highest. These are easy for fans to follow because the numbers simply increase. The first one on Paramount Plus was UFC 324, followed by UFC 325, then 326, and so on. You get it. Between those numbered events, here in black, are fight nights. These happen almost every week and are where contenders fight their way up the rankings towards future title opportunities. So that's the schedule, but now let's talk about the rankings. The UFC is divided into weight classes, which specify the maximum weight a fighter can be. These are shown in roughly 10 to 15 pound increments, with 8 men's divisions in red and 3 women's divisions in blue. Each weight class has its own rankings. At the top is the champion, who holds the belt. Now below that are fighters ranked 1 through 15, followed by a larger pool of unranked fighters who are all competing for a spot in those rankings. When it comes to booking events, fights are selected by matchmakers. You can think of it kind of like a dating app, but for getting punched in the face. Matchmakers consider rankings, momentum, rivalry, and fighter availability to build a card of about 12 to 14 fights. Here's what the card looked like for the Paramount Plus UFC 324 event. In the early prelims were unranked fights, followed by the late prelims, which featured lower-ranked fighters. The main card featured the highest-profile matchups, including 4 between highly ranked fighters and an interim lightweight championship bout between the then 4th-ranked Justin Gaethje and the then 5th-ranked Paddy Pimblett. Now, in the past, watching these numbered events meant buying a pay-per-view, which in the United States would run you about $80 for a single event. This year, for the first time, UFC is exclusive to Paramount Plus and included with every subscription. So that means your road to UFC fandom is now a heck of a lot cheaper than it used to be. So you're getting in on the action at the most perfect time.